Welcome to Dax's Wasteland Workshop. The girls have been busy with their latest creation, the 1/24th scale Aoshima Toyota AE86, otherwise known as the Corolla. It's a great kit with a lot of details I highly recommend. A few weeks ago, I was invited to do a group build on Instagram. I was invited by Scale Model Car Builds. Me and 39 other model car builders were invited, and there's no criteria. It's just build in your style. And I thought that sounded pretty cool. Hey, I would be probably the only hovercar guy in there. And, there'll be lowriders, there'll be muscle cars, race cars, everything, you name it. And it will just be a chance for a bunch of us model builders to show off our work together. And I think it's a great idea. So I wanted to thank Scale Model Car Builds for the invite. I appreciate it. Check this guy out. Building model cars while everyone else is working. What a chump. Get back to work. Looks like you got a hair in your paint there, bud. We have Doc running the diagnostics on this machine just to make sure it's running at tip-top performance. I created these widened fenders just by gluing a thick sheet of styrene onto the original fenders, just by cutting out a pattern and then gluing them directly on. I also created these fender flares with 2-part epoxy and then sanded that down, adding a little bit more of a wide look to it. So to start with, I'm going to say this was a really difficult build to get off the ground. No pun intended. It just was a hard one to start. I ran into a major problem that I had never run into before, and that is I have run out of the source of my side thrusters. You see, all the cars I've built over the past couple of years, the main piece I used to make the side thrusters under the wheel arches is a V8 engine block. And, we model builders know that many kits come with 2 engine blocks for optional engine sizes. These piled up over the years because I don't use them under the hood. But I then realized, hey, they work really good for the side thrusters. They just have a really nice angle right here to glue the jet thrusters to. And they also have a nice angle here to glue to the frame. So they make really good bases for the side thrusters. Well, I ran out. I am completely out. This is my last half. I had to find another solution. And as you know, I have a million parts. It was just sorting through parts after parts after parts to find something that would work. And I finally settled on this. It's a very common Gundam piece. I wish I could remember who it came off of. But as you can see, it's right there. And there, I've just cut it down so that it would fit under the wheel arch. I then added styrene to the bottom of it to make it thicker, and then glued on my side thruster ports. Also heat stain those. That's something I've been getting into recently, is making sure I do the heat stain on all of my exhaust. And it really adds a really cool look to it. I did cut an intake for the rear, left the rear bumper off, and I fashioned a little strip that goes around it with the rivets. Created the 2 thrusters in the back out of styrene tube and made a frame out of it. I made a frame to hold the rear thrusters on out of a roll cage. This is a roll cage that I had out of another vehicle. Added some hose to the side of each thruster. So once I had the basic thrusters down, I then did the rest of the body work, and I felt the hood needed something drastic. So I created this channel that runs down the center. I apologize, nothing interesting under the hood. You know, there's many times I'll put some kind of a power plant under there, but not on this car. I just decided to notch the hood and then put a giant decal of the rising sun on it. Make sure it got weathered. The headlights, I lost one of the inside headlights, so I had to create these 2, I don't know if you can see them, 2 lenses. I put a little bit of yellow tint on them, and you can push these down. Oh, no, it's not going to go down. Well, we're just going to leave it like that. I changed the front bumper by adding a styrene strip around here and then putting the running lights or the turn signals in. Created the front air dam out of styrene sheet. And covered the back windows with styrene sheet. This would be where you fill your fuel and oil. The rear wing has elevators on the rear. And then I just made the 2 rear intakes out of a ton of Gundam pieces. You know, you've always got to have, with Gundam, you have a lot of duplicates. So luckily I have 2 of everything. And I thought these were nice little intakes on the top there. And then on the interior, you can see I put some extra gauges on the dashboard. I made a button display down in the center console. And then I also put the rising sun on the license plate. Quite a few decals everywhere. This one, I made some decals myself. This one as well. It was once the build got past, once I got past the side thruster dilemma and not having the engine blocks, once I got past that, it was smooth sailing. But that really hung me up for days. I had days where I just didn't get anything done on this, all because of this. If you don't get your side thrusters done first, I mean, I would suggest to anyone, if you're going to attempt to build a hovercar, to start on the side thrusters, because to me that is the most difficult part. And once you got that, you know, it's pretty easy. A big thanks to Scale Model Car Builds. Had a good time on this. Can't wait to see who wins. There is supposed to be a winner, and there was a sponsor who is giving away a prize, and I'm not actually sure what the prize is, but it's not about that for me. It's just entering and and building with fellow builders. So I enjoyed it. Thanks for watching this video. If you made it to the end, I appreciate your time. And with that, have a wonderful day.